get a lawyer so we can have him sign over his rights to Aiden's stepfather.
I have never really had any relationship with him or the mother. So as long as I don't have to pay child support.
You what? As long as you don't have to pay child support, what?
Your Honor, this is a suit to establish the the paternity of the child.
So it's a paternity suit. And what is the announcement?
And Mr. Cienfuegos is going to provide judicial admission as to the paternity of the child.
Mr. Cienfuegos, now that you're under oath, sir, are you the father of the child in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any doubt about that, sir?
No, sir.
Do you need a paternity test?
No, I do not, sir.
Oh, I just need to ask those questions, sir, based upon your admission under oath that you're the father. How about Mrs. Speed? Do you have any questions or comments about or any doubts about Mr. Cienfuegos being the father?
No, sir.
There you go. And based upon his admission that this time paternity will be established, and the court will declare legally that he is the father of the child. Parent-child relationship is established. Paternity is established. And what is the child's full name, Mrs. Speed?
Aiden Daniel Speed.
I'm sorry, first name?
Aiden.
Aiden Speed. Okay. How old is Aiden?
He's 11. He just turned 11.
Oh, 11 years of age. Is Mr. Cienfuegos listed on the birth certificate as a father?
No, it's blank.
Okay, so the birth certificate will be amended so that they can add him on as a father because he is a father. And as far as the child's last name, he's got the last name Aiden Speed. Is there any questions about the child's last name to remain Speed, or is it asking to be changed to the daddy's last name?
No, it can remain Speed.
It can remain. That's what you present. How about you? Any questions about that, Mr. Cienfuegos?
No, sir. It can remain Speed.
Thank you, sir. Because the child is 11 years of age. Usually, I have when the issue comes up and the child is about 1 or 2 years old, and you see what I'm saying? In those situations, it may be changed, it's possible, but in this case, 11-year-old child is used to that last name, and that's how he knows himself. He knows how to read and write his name. Everybody knows him as that, so obviously it's not, so no change of surname. You have a relationship, Mr. Cienfuegos, with this child? Do you visit the child on weekends or anything?
I do not, sir.
You do not?
No, sir. I have never met him or anything, sir.
Never met him at all?
No,
okay,
sir.
Okay, the state's going to be asking you some questions and also Mrs. Speed. So go ahead, state.
The state will call Miss Speed.
Okay, Miss Speed, the state's going to ask you questions first. Go ahead, state.
Ma'am, do you have any, the child is 11 years old. Has he ever visited with his, with Mr. Cienfuegos?
He did come over when he was maybe about 3 months. That was the last time.
Okay, and do you have any, now that the child is 11 and has really never seen his dad, do you have any safety concerns with him visiting with the dad at this point? Are you asking for supervised visits in the beginning?
I didn't want any supervision or any visits, any child support. I didn't want anything.
You're asking that the court not order any visitation at all?
No, I'm actually, we're gonna get a lawyer so we can have him sign over his rights to Aiden's stepfather.
Okay, and what is the reason that you don't want the child to have a relationship with Mr. Cienfuegos?
He's already 11 years old. He's never met him. Already has a father figure, I guess, that's willing and has been there his whole life pretty much.
Okay, but there's no family violence or any safety concerns, that's correct?
Not towards me, no.
And well, obviously not for the child, he hasn't seen him. Okay, and what type of health insurance does the child have?
Right now he has just home Medicaid.
Okay, I will pass the witness, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
The state will call Mr. Cienfuegos. You heard Ms. Speed's testimony that she doesn't want you to have any relationship or visitation with the child. Are you wanting to establish a relationship with the child now that?
No, ma'am. What I want to do is just sign over my rights. So that's their kid. You know, I was 16 years old when this happened, and I have never really had any relationship with him or the mother. So as long as I don't have to pay child support, I just agree with anything that Miss Elizabeth wants to do.
You do, what? As long as you don't have to pay child support, what?
I'll agree to whatever she wants to do
Oh,
because
as
we
long
do
as you
plan.
don't have to pay. So if you have to pay, then you would want to visit.
I would wanna.
You
Well,
don't want
no,
to
no.
see?
I'll do whatever she wants. I'll do whatever she wants, Your Honor. I agree. That's her child, sir, and I'll agree to whatever she wants to do.
Hmm. All right, so Mrs. Speed, obviously you said that Aiden has been basically been raised by, is it your husband, ma'am, or not?
He is my common law husband, I guess. We've been together since 2013.
And why hasn't an adoption happened before now?
I don't know. I guess we really wanted Aiden to just kind of make the choice on his own.
And has he made the choice on his own?
Yeah, I guess so. He does call my husband now dad and that
Mhm.
good stuff. So
And so you just had, so you're not concerned about Mr. Cienfuegos paying child support, right? You just
no,
rather,
I never was. Even when I was a single mom, I never asked him for anything.
mhm. And you know, the reason we're here, because even though you have supposedly a common law marriage, there is no private insurance for the child, and you qualify for help from the government. The government is the one that's brought this case.
Yeah.
You see, and if the adoption has been done before, we won't even be here. And we don't know if it's gonna be done since 2013. It hasn't been done since years, and now we don't know when it's gonna be done, if it ever is gonna be done. But nevertheless, you feel it's the best interest of the child based on the circumstances that the father don't visit and he cannot pay child support, right? Is that what you're saying?
I really don't want him to pay child support.
Okay, all right. You understand that he can still pay child support. He don't have to visit because obviously he agrees that it's okay not to visit. He don't want a relationship because child's already 11 years old. He's never had a relationship, but he can still pay child support. You understand that?
Yes, I do understand. But I mean, I guess if y'all do order him to pay child support, it would literally probably just be saved for Aiden until he turned 18.
Your Honor, and we would object to no child support not being said. It's not in the best interest of a child for him not to support.
He has a duty
Child.
as a father to support his child, and he has supported the child for it's 11 years now. And so Mrs. Speed, you just rather leave things as they are because he's been raised with his stepdad and all that, and that the father not pay child support, and you feel that would be in the child's best interest. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Okay, paternity has been established. He does have child support. Parties agree, and I will approve no child support it be said based on the circumstances. The mother's the managing conservator at this time. Parties agree, and no appointment is made after him as to any possessory interest of the child. So no visitation is said, no possessory interest as to him. He has no right to visit the child. Of course, things can change. I don't know what happened, whether the adoption goes through or not, man. Things can change because he's still the daddy and the circumstances change. We'll be here for the child if things change, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I'll set it at 0 at this child. So child support be set at 0, effective on October 15th. You will apply to CHIPS, the mother will apply to tax care, and the father will pay. What's the medical support amount say?
63, Your Honor.
That's very minimum, $63 a month. That's the only legal obligation you will have, Mr. Cienfuegos. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your
The
Honor.
reason being, sir, until your rights are terminated and adoption goes through, you do have a legal obligation to support the child medically and for the child support, but she's not asking for no child support based on the circumstances. I will go ahead and order it. So you will have to send $63 a month each and every month beginning October 15th. You'll receive an order in writing, no retroactive child support, no retroactive child support. Okay, court costs, you will pay $200 by December 15th, balance as billed. Does that cover everything, State?
Your Honor, it does, but my understanding is that Mr. Cienfuegos is not employed, and so I was going to offer the Choices program to him, see if he wanted to participate.
Okay, Mr. Cienfuegos, State told me you're not employed. Do you live in Cameron County, sir?
I do live in Cameron County, Your Honor.
Okay, we have a program called Choices that'll help you find a job. And then for these type of cases where someone's owed to pay an obligation and they're unemployed or underemployed, would you be interested on the program?
Your Honor, right now I am in the process of fixing my legal status in the United States. That's why I do not work, but I have been here for 21 years and I have never been in trouble.
That's why you don't work because you're because
Yes, but my wife will be able to help me, sir, pay
all right.
the
Okay, well, thank you for letting me know. That went okay. Anything else, Mrs. Speed? Anything else?
No, sir. No, sir, that's it.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Cienfuegos?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then that'll be the order of the court. You know, I've been here going on 33 years next year, and I've heard so many cases, and every case is different. And I don't know, as a child grows up, he may be looking you up. So later on, I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. But this is the order right now based on the testimony presented from both parties. Thank you both for having appeared.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Next case.